Okay. All right, Tony Reb, this is the notice they put up once a week, I guess, to clean up the Third and Rose. They should be here soon, the cops, along with the sanitation workers, the cleanup team, one of them. I guess the homeless have to move to the other side for until they're finished. Hey, OC. Hey, Jeff. Hey, JW. Good morning. So yeah, I guess they move all the stuff to the other side, and they come and clean. The cops not here yet, so yeah, these people know the drill. They move the stuff to the. Hey, what's that, Mr. Smith? So we're gonna wait and see what happens today. Nothing's probably gonna happen. All right, you be careful here. People don't stop. And these are the new rules up here. Let's see what they say. So for now, I want to do it every Wednesday. Okay, so we're gonna wait. I guess the new homeless shelter is going to open up on Tuesday, so we're going to be there for that and wait and see what happens with that.
Do you know where they put batteries?
Huh?
Batteries?
What kind of batteries?
Oh, if you're going to report things, you might as well just report the real deal. This is nothing. This is actually nothing. You should be more concerned about the batteries that are on the street.
What kind of batteries?
Any batteries.
No, I was here the other day and I saw like 10 cops on one guy.
It's not a cop issue.
Oh, wait,
It's a
what?
federal issue because you're talking about contaminants.
Okay.
So this is really nonsense. This is like nothing.
As far as what?
Well, you're trying to report something that's not even important. I think the real issue is that you actually walk in there, and if you want to help out the community, is actually pick up the batteries.
Well, I'm not. I'm neutral. I'm not on.
No. If you're neutral, then you would actually pick up things that actually go in the ground, the acid, and they actually hurt the body, the earth, the planet, and basically last for how many years? I don't know. You have to talk to environmentalists because supposedly we're not neutral, right?
Okay.
I don't know.
I guess he's talking about the batteries. I hear that those scooters that they what do they call those scooters? The ones that you rent. They take the batteries and use them to get electric. And I heard that's a felony now. But she's complaining about the batteries going into the ground. I'm just trying to keep it honest. But these people know. I just talked to her. She's great, and they know they're coming, so they're moving the stuff to the other side. Okay. Sorry about that, people. Well, the governor is talking about helping out the homeless, building new places for the homeless to stay. He had a big press conference about helping the homeless with making more places public, as far as like buildings that are not being used, old school buildings. He had a big press conference the other day about it. But I've been living in Venice for over 30 years, and it's pretty bad. I'm not saying that all the homeless are doing the right thing. There's crime, yes. I believe if you drink, you should get help for that. I'm not liking what I see what the police are doing. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, as far as that's concerned, I mean, they want the tents down at I think it's 6 a.m. and then back up again. You can take the tents down, but I think you can stay as long as the tents are down. But now they're coming. I think every Friday they come and clean up the streets with the sanitation crew, and they bring the police with them to make sure nothing happens. So we're gonna wait and see. Hopefully, it happens in the next hour. Yeah, the governor's talking about using property that's abandoned as far as homes. What's that? That's let's see. I can't read the name. Let me see if I can read the name. What name is it? It's kind of can't read the name. See. How you doing? I can't read the name though. It's kind of like glary. No, but we're all agreeing that the homeless should keep their places clean. We're all with that. I'm just talking about the way the police treat a lot of the homeless out here. No, they come once a week I guess they exterminate, they clean up, they throw away the trash, and then you're allowed to come right back. I'm okay with that. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the police harassing the homeless for no reasons. Because the beach is like 3 blocks down, and what they did, legally, they made the beach a park in Venice. So it's not a beach, it's legally a park. So you're not allowed to sleep on the beach anymore at night because it's a park. The park closes at a certain time. So they have to come to the side streets. And this block here is Google headquarters. This is all Google headquarters, YouTube. Well, the city trucks will be coming along with LAPD pretty soon, and we will see the former harassment. And I guess now, there's a guy right here, David Peel. He's an activist for the homeless. The guy on the left, the white hair. He stood in front of the garbage truck about a couple of years back and was arrested, made times in all the media outlets. I think his name is Daivd Bush, I believe. Hey, David.
Johnny?
Yeah, I was here the other day, and the cops took this guy out, like 10 cops on one guy.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got the whole thing.
Hey, it's David. Yeah, I will.
I got my stuff, I swear.
Okay.
Like some of it, if possible, if you can help me with the information in there.
Yeah, I think I was here the other day. That the cop had the beanbag gun on you. Is that you? And the guy was arrested. Was there 8 cops on him?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
And he's still in custody right now.
You kidding?
Yeah. I don't know why. He didn't do nothing but flinch. He didn't strike his hand out. He didn't nod his hand all the way out. So flinch. And they jumped on it like a dog. And they know they was wrong. They know they was wrong. They just got mad at him. They wanted to mess with me, but they couldn't.
Well, they had that green gun on you.
Yeah, because they know that they can't put their hands on me. I ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
I'm mad because you're taking my shit. So you gonna try to run me off, naturally. I can understand that. But you better not put your hands on me and violate now one of my rights. I'm gonna take you to court. Violate these things you just took for granted. You don't have rights. They're just trash. Real people.
No, I saw that. It really upset me.
No, yeah, I like that though. That makes me want to push back. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, because that one cop had his gun. That.
He's shutting the ass on that weekly. And then the one that had the gun on me, I'm never let the shut ass he just follow me. You gonna follow me with the thing and you
Yeah.
do nothing?
Hey, the National Lawyers Guild this Saturday from noon to 2 is going to be on Hippie Hill over next to the Rose parking lot on the boardwalk, behind the pagodas, with a nonviolence training for everybody of us who's here on the street and anybody who wants to help support us so that everybody here in Venice can get informed on what our actual rights are.
Yes.
We have rights. We
Yes,
have the
we do.
Jones injunction. We have rights under Municipal Code 5611. And the city police and these city workers are going around and misinforming people intentionally to try to deny us our rights and try to get us to chase us out of here. This is the biggest sweeps in the history, I would say, of Venice.
How random are the sweeps now?
They're going to have 5 day a week, 8 hours a day, foot patrols, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning in a 5-block area. And this is on top of already the bid patrol, the 12-person bid patrol that goes through this area, on top of the already LAPD 10 police officers who've been down here ever since Councilman Bonin was elected, that he transferred in here, on top of the 12-man Google daily 8-hour patrol in this area, on top of the power washing 3 days a week from public storage already in this area, and the 2-day-a-week power washing of the sidewalks by Webster Perloff on Hampton Street 2 days a week, and all the hostile architecture that they've put up on Hampton, on top of the triple overtime paid LAPD officer on foot patrol who's going to be coming in here starting March 9th on 24-hour shifts to walk a 5-block area and do nothing but ticket homeless people.
Wow.
Who have no other place to go. And under the court decision, Martin versus Boise, the court explicitly has told everybody that you cannot chase people from a jurisdiction until you provide them with a safe alternative. This area around here is the largest single off-the-beach homeless encampment for people who don't want to put up with the wind and the dampness and the sand of the Venice boardwalk or the beach out there and find a quieter, safer, warmer place. Blocks off the beach. That makes a big difference for a lot of elderly and sick people. And to take this away is life endangering. This public enforcement zone that they're creating here is an imminent threat to public health and safety. And we're going to be seeking a federal injunction to bring us the toilets and bring us the showers and bring us the additional trash pickup, which everybody wants. But the enforcement in Council District 12 on Valentine's Day by Councilman John Lee was halted. Council people have the authority to do that. Mike Bonin hasn't taken that authority to protect the lives of the 400 people here in this enforcement zone yet. And we need to get that word out and come out this Saturday from 12 noon to 2 o'clock next to the Rose parking lot behind the Dudley Pagodas, and we will be informing everybody how to stand up and protect our legal rights against this assault on humanity in Venice Beach.
And what about the new homeless shelter going up?
It's a wonderful thing, but it's only going to meet the needs of about 150 of Venice's 1,000 homeless people. We have 100,000 to 200,000 visitors here every week. Simple math will tell you that HUD tells us all that there's 500,000 homeless people in this country. That works out to about 1% of the country on any given day is homeless. So if you take that 1,000 to 250,000 visitors, we get 1,000 to 2,000 homeless visitors in Venice every week. If you chase out all of us regulars, the people that have been on these streets for 5 and 10 years, who know the community, who are contributing to it as artists and vendors on the boardwalk, and painters who are bringing tourists and money to this community, musical buskers that come down here, and you place it with people who don't know the community, who are just tragically, that's their first day ever homeless, and they're in the midst of a psychological crisis, or they're come down here to try to get some waves and some ocean air to help recover from their addictions, and they come down here and they don't know anybody. It's going to be more chaos than it's ever been. This is totally backwards. The mayor's promise when he told the city that if you give us a bridge shelter, we'll chase all the encampments out of your community, that was inhumane and evil. It's bowing down to homeless hate. And we don't need a mayor who listens to homeless haters. We need a mayor who stands up for humanity and compassion. Please do that, Mayor Garcetti. Call off these homeless sweeps. Keep opening the shelters. Keep opening the bridge shelters. People need them. Thank you for that. But you cannot give a pittance here in Venice, house 1/10 of the homeless people, and chase out the other 900 and not expect the Ninth Circuit and the federal Supreme Court to not tell you directly. Who are you going to listen to?
Help us move!
Who are you going to listen to, Mayor Garcetti? Your conscience? Even the Republican Supreme Court? Or Donald Trump? Don't be afraid of him. Do what Gavin Newsom is doing. Stand up for humanity in California. stand up to protect the homeless. We don't need forced encampments like Donald Trump is trying to bring on us. We need safe zones, and people will flock to them. And they will thank you for that.
What about the governor's speech he made yesterday?
Well, he talked a lot about reducing people's rights if they're in some sort of emotional state to where maybe they could be locked up on some flimsy pretext. He talked a good thing about setting aside state property. That's a great idea, but homelessness is not a disgrace. Homeless people are not a disgrace. What's a disgrace, Governor, is he housed people around this state who think that homelessness is a disgrace and that they're not. People in houses and their housing inflation that they're feasting on, that they're counting on, they're creating homelessness. The biggest cause of homelessness in the state, which he didn't address in his State of the State speech, was the off-the-hook housing inflation. We got more people in the state of California who are terrified of their monthly mortgage bill and how they're going to pay it than they are of homelessness. And the biggest, so, by focusing on us homeless people and making a big deal about us, it terrifies everybody, but he's ignoring the bigger terror that more Californians than anybody else feels, and that's the affordable housing crisis. He should have dedicated at least half his speech to that.
But what is affordable housing, though?
Well, according to every major economist at the Wharton School of Economics, the most conservative Republican center of economic theory in this country, affordable housing is what you can pay. It takes no more than 30% of your monthly income. For most people in Los Angeles, that amounts to about $400. We should have gotten hold of this problem 20 or 30 years before 2008's crash. And we should have taken the crash of 2008, and instead of bailing out the banks to continue to do this, we should have handed that money to homeowners to reduce their equity, and we should have let the market rule at that time of that crash, and the price of housing throughout this country would have gone down by a third or 2/3. But we have a very interesting paradox in America today. We have in California Republicans like Mayor Garcetti and Gavin Newsom throwing pennies and complaining and saying that they don't want to raise taxes, that they don't want a big government program to house homeless people or take care of affordable housing. And in places like Florida and in New York, where you have Republicans, they've actually raised taxes and done the liberal thing. Republican politicians like Bloomberg and like the Republicans in Florida did the liberal thing in Florida and New York, and they created a big government program, several of them, to house homeless people and to create affordable housing. And they created a big government program and raised the taxes in these Republican places to house homeless people. The paradox is the Republicans do this and get away with it, and the Democrats are so busy trying to prove they're Republicans that they're afraid to do what humanity and their conscience tells them to. That to me is shocking and ironic. The governor's pledge as well to create major funding to solve this problem, we all know the price tag. It was laid out 10 years ago in a plan that took 2 years to craft and involved the business community, experts, economic experts, religious community, service providers, and housing experts. And they said it's going to take, in 2004, the estimate was $1.2 billion a year. That's actually 0.5% of the state's $3 trillion GDP. This is the most absurd thing about homelessness in the state of California. We have a $3 trillion economy. For 0.5% to 1% of the state's budget, we could have affordable housing in this state. But they are using us as cheap labor. They are indenturing us. They're stripping us of our assets until we'll be stripped down to the levels of the people of Mexico or the people of China. And they will be able to house us in warehouses and force us to work assembling iPhones.
So that's the plan.
Well, and it was cooked up in Silicon Valley by Apple.
Wow.
And all of these tech billionaires like Peter Thiel, who say, oh, this is libertarianism? No, this is slaveritarianism.
Exactly.
This is capitalist slaveritarianism.
What about the money they're taxing on the working people for the homeless?
Tax Google, tax the billionaires.
No, but they were saying that they're going to use that money for the homeless.
Well, yeah, it's going to the police. That's where it's going. It's not going to housing. But $2 billion a year. Look up Bring LA Home was the 2-year plan that came out in California, in Los Angeles in 2006, when the Red Cross and Shelter Partnership and the United Way got together and said, let's get real here. And Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa, the Democrat at the time, threw it in a wastebasket. That's what we've got a problem with the Democrats who are trying to be like Republicans.
Damn.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Now, you know what they're doing is they're putting a Band-Aid over the freshman sore. Now, they say that these communities are infested with this, that, and the other. What do you think happens to people over time where they have nothing, you beat them down, you take everything from them, and there's nowhere left to go? They go to the block. You run them out of their home. Where do they go? Other people's homes, other people's houses. Places don't nobody want them. Instead of running them around, help them. Why not just help them? It's nothing for each family member in this community to say, hey, look, we'll open up a room for each homeless person where we have an extra room in our house, $400 a month. You're pulling them off the street. The only thing you ask, whatever it is you do on the streets, leave it there. Don't bring it over here. Out of respect. I would rather see you off the street than out there half dead, being pushed around by people who don't care. The police have been doing nothing but tearing down the morality of the homeless
When the
people.
government comes out and takes a homeless person's sleeping bag or their cooking stove or their prescription medication,
everything,
and then
it.
says, look at that person, they're out here with nothing and dirty clothes. They're the ones that did it. They're creating the problem. It's their form of job security. Keep driving down the homeless, and I, as an LAPD officer, will be able to afford a house in Simi Valley. They're pitting the police against the poor in Los Angeles.
Because I shot a video the other day. There was 8 cops and 1 guy because they took his stuff.
Yeah.
And then 1 cop had a beanbag gun on him.
Yes.
We're going to the LA Police Commission next Tuesday to bring this up.
What time are you going to go there?
8 o'clock.
Okay.
When the police commission hearing starts, and they're going to hear from Venice this Tuesday.
How come the cops don't have better training?
They do have better training.
They don't care.
They've been sued enough that the city has trained them not to be sued, but they are getting away with this because we as a people have not risen up. We're so busy listening to this lying propaganda from channels like Channel 4 that call this streets of shame. No, it's houses of shame. You're sitting in your houses and you're letting the police get away with this and pretending you don't see it. It's not streets of shame, it's houses of shame.
Wow.
There's more honor in a person living in a tent in this town than anybody contributing to the housing inflation by paying these mortgages. We need a rent strike. We need a mortgage strike. You want your housing payment to come down? You need to think about organizing in your neighborhood a mortgage strike. Shut these banks down.
Yeah.
This is a big business industry over here. It's people or the commodity. So they selling these places out here at an exorbitant. Now, we get it. We understand they make money. But you know what? This price down there is fine. There's so many problems that's wrong with the city. You wouldn't believe it. You go to the beach, buy a cigar, $2 for 1 cigar. Right? You buy a beer, $5 for 1 beer. Come on, you can go to the hood and get it for $1.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact is, if any place that should be affordable, it's at the beach. This is a place that's supposed to have equal public accommodation. There's really no difference between putting up a sign at a lunch counter and saying, we don't serve black people, as in putting up a sign in a cafe and say, we don't serve anybody who can't pay $15 or $20 for a hamburger. It's segregating public accommodations by the size of our wallet. This is the public beach, according to the California Coastal Commission. The California Coastal Commission needs to step in and say, if you're selling sodas in Venice Beach, if you're selling ice creams, it shouldn't be $8 or $12 on Abbot Kinney Boulevard to buy a single scoop ice cream cone. That's segregation by the size of our wallet.
Yeah.
I paid $30 for a medium pizza with 1 soda.
This is a matter of federal law and public accommodation law. You cannot open a public park and not create free campsites or low-cost campsites and low-cost markets in Yellowstone. or Big Bear. You have to make these places, the public accommodations, the stores and the motels, have to accommodate the public at large, not just the rich. And that's one of the other major things the Coastal Commission is ignoring. And we have a California Coastal Act that they are sitting on and not enforcing in the name of the people.
Where's all that extra money they're making? If you're spending $1 and you sell the item for $5, you got $3 or you can keep in your budget, and 2, you can give back to the community. What are they doing with all this money they're making?
They're giving tax breaks to companies like Google to come down to LA for 2 years and get a $50,000 tax break. They're giving tax breaks to people like Eli Broad to build the Grand Avenue project in downtown LA, where he got a $50 million tax break. You know, that's too many tax breaks for billionaires. How many tax breaks is...
Just recently, they just signed a bill and passed the funding, and most of the money is in Santa Monica and in Venice right now. Mental health and homelessness. Those are the 2 key things that they're focusing on, and that's where all the dollars are.
If they're mismanaging $1 billion over 3 years, we do have to get rid of this corruption and mismanagement before we start handing them $2 billion a year.
How do you train someone for a job and they don't even want the job? They're just doing it because it's a paycheck.
And
I'm talking about the police that work here in this community. They're supposed to know everybody. They're supposed to help you win, and they know who's fake and who's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to know. You're a peace officer, not just a police officer. You're a peace officer, meaning that you keep the peace in your community, and you don't have no problem. If you walk and talk to the people in the community, after a while they'll learn to respect you. But if you don't do none of that, you just ride around here jamming up these kids, you know they out blowing steam.
If they chase out long-termers like this brother and me, you're going to have a bunch of new people down here, and it's going to be dangerous.
Because they had his friend, like 8 cops on his friend.
Yes.
He's still in jail.
I got to stand for him in court because what they did to him was completely wrong.
What was the pretext?
They were mad at me because they took my stuff and they took his too, and he was telling them what they could do with themselves. So one got mad and he said something smart and he flinched.
So
and it took
just for words
to restrain.
Well, he should be out by today. It should, at the very least, he should be out by today. But if they're looking for these pretexts to disrupt homeless people's lives, they're endangering everybody in this community's lives. Because the further we get driven down, the more desperate we get.
Well, they had a beanbag gun.
We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Threatening me with a beanbag gun.
You house people, you're in this together. If you don't want anybody pooping or urinating in your alley, make sure we have toilets. Help us stabilize the homeless population in this community. Understand that you have to share it with the homeless.
The community needs to take a stand and stop
1,500 to 2,000 homeless people is not more than our fair share. We've seen more real estate inflation in Venice than anywhere else in Los Angeles since 2008. And shouldn't the people that have been profiting the most since 2008 at least take on their fair share? We should have 4,000 or 5,000 homeless people in Venice, given how much wealth has flooded into this community. Yeah. Are we supposed to make Culver City, where the working class people are hanging out, pay the additional cost of homelessness? They're too busy working. These people in Venice are too busy making money off the real estate and sitting on their lanais and patios, and they're driving this community down.
Wow.
They're playing Monopoly, we're playing life. You have to survive every day. You know, when you get up in the morning, first thing you do is make sure you and your loved ones eat. That's what a man does first thing in the morning. Get everything together, take care of business, come back, get everything straight. Do what you gotta do, come back, and survive.
Yeah.
Make it through another day until something good happens. God's gonna bless the people in this neighborhood because there are some people out there that actually care. And I almost gave up. That there was no one out there who cares. My own children told me they didn't care. That's fine too, but you know what? There's still hope out here in the streets. All we need to do is come together. The ones that are doing wrong, have someone sit them down. Everybody knows someone that can get to them. If you're a problem, talk to them. And say, look, either you do what you gotta do to get it straight, or you can leave. If you're a part of this community and you wanted to see it continue being productive, at least try to help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're part of the problem, of course we're gonna get ready. But they're doing it with extreme prejudice. They're taking everybody along with them. They're not singling the bad seeds out. They're executing everyone because they're asking somebody who's going even not even from this community. And 9 times out of 10.
Okay, that the day I saw you with the cop with the green gun on you,
Mm-hmm.
and so you were standing there.
I just come down the street and I was checking on the lady and her old man who live in a shit right there. And they've been watching my clothes. That's all I have for work. You know, and I work for Postmates. I don't have no bike. I don't have no clothes. I don't have nothing now. They took everything.
Everything?
Everything. They don't care. They have no compassion. Even if you walk up and say, hey, look, I need that for work. You know what they're going to tell you? I'm sorry, I got the baggage. You got to go. So where are my rights in that? I have no say-so. I can't speak to a supervisor. Have somebody maybe give me some understanding. Say, hey, well, maybe we can help you this way. If we can't help you that way, this is a big inconvenience. What can I do to help to try to make this easier? They just tell you, you got nothing coming. If you don't leave, we're going to shoot you.
Wow.
That's basically what he said to me.
Yeah. I got that whole thing on video. And the guy that had on the ground, you say he flinched or something?
He flinched. That's all he did. He did this. And they rushed him.
Wow.
Because one cop was mad at him. He don't like him. He know him.
Was that
He went after him.
Was that the skinny white cop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, him. He didn't have run-in with him before. Somewhere down the line, and they cross paths, and they don't get on. And the first chance he got, he took it out on him because he thought he had an avenue in. There are lawyers that are willing to give their time. You know what I'm saying? I had a lawyer work my case once before, free bono, and that's a free lawyer. You don't pay nothing because they looking to see justice in the case, not just you being arrested and getting out. They want to see justice. They will give of themselves to help somebody. There are a lot of people out there that will help some of this homeless community, and I challenge any of them to come help in this situation right now.
And what are the charges on the guy, the cop?
I don't even have a clue. All I know is he was taken to jail and beat up from what I understand because I had to leave for being rowdy because they took his shit and then they gonna tell him you can't get nothing back and get out of my face. And he's mad. Who's talking to him about that? That's psychological and emotional warfare that they're playing on the street because they know what they're doing. They plot every spot that they go to. Where they going, when they hit this spot over here, they'll skip over that spot. So disturb everybody over here, take everything they got. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna go to the next neighboring spots and start stealing stuff to get back some of the stuff that they're missing. It happens every day.
Every day, man.
You know what I'm saying? All they're doing is pushing people around. Oh, we'll stir them up over here. We'll stir these up over here. They know what they're doing. Police are not stupid. They understand that there's a problem, but they're manipulating it to their own benefit. But turn them against each other, make them hate each other. Skip spots, make them start stealing from each other. Because that's all they do.
Wow, man.
Yeah, turn them into animals. They're animals anyway, aren't they?
So they get all your stuff? They do it away?
Everything.
ID?
And nothing.
They claim they put a lot of stuff in storage. What about that?
I'm waiting to see.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see.
They give you some kind of ticket or something?
I have nothing. All I know is my stuff is here. I'm here. And I'm waiting for someone to tell me something. All I need is to be able to go to work and be able to survive. And you don't see me stand out here in this corner all day and all night. I pass through the neighborhood like everybody else. Life. I'm not hurting nobody. Never heard a rumor of me robbing nobody. None of that. I come through, I pass through, I hang out with a few friends here and there. If I can, I help. I'm homeless and I'm still helping people.
What about the new the homeless shelter going up?
On Pacific, I think, down there by Venice and Pacific, by Venice Beach.
It's on Main.
It's on Main, between Main and Pacific.
Yeah, the old MTA bus yard.
Yeah, they're supposed to be turning those into housing for homeless. Everybody over here at St. Joseph is already signed up for the process. We're waiting for them to finish and start calling names, start showing people places. That's what we're hoping and praying for, to get off the streets. Even though it's another blow to our community, once again, put them all in one place. You'll see what they all doing at one time. I'm just gonna pick them off one by one.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Shell game. I'm gonna be over here, I'm gonna be over there. I already know what you're gonna do. I just wait for you to do it.
So they're gonna come in pretty soon, the cops, and what time they usually get here?
They've been here already.
With the cleanup crew?
But see, they don't do the cleanup every day. They do it now. It's like random, like every 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days. Who knows? When they come, they come.
Because the sign says they're coming today.
They say coming today.
Yeah.
They'll be here today. Today is a scheduled date, but they have special days, they call it. They come out and roust the homeless. They like shaking up the dead pen.
And they have the new rules up there. You see new rules? We'll walk over there.
This,
Yeah, this is all new here.
but who is it for? What is it saying? The following additional conditions will also apply in the zone. Health hazard and bulky item removed. Why would you be just looking at bulky items? Now the health hazard I can understand. Give them a bathroom. They're not animals.
Yeah.
You know they're there. You're the city. Why you want to complain? And you can do something about it. You got the money. It's not going to hurt to put a bathroom where people can use it and where they need to. You treat them like animals, they act like animals. And after a while, you know no other way to treat them.
There's no way to go to the bathroom.
No.
Yeah.
And they're saying it's a health issue. Yes, it is. But are they helping? Or they just putting a Band-Aid over a festering sore?
This is LAPD now.
Doing what they do best. Shake up.
Wow, man.
Come through, mess with people, watch them run. Follow them to the next destination. That's all they do is gather information.
Yeah, because I thought that whole thing with the guy with the beanbag gun was excessive.
It was. And you know what? He was more scared of me than I was of him.
Yeah, because he was yelling.
I wanted a piece of him.
And there's a heavyset cop with 2 stripes.
First of all, if you're a man, and you're man enough to put a gun in another man's face, you should be man enough to say, hey man, look, don't take it personal, remember I got to be my child. Please don't give me a hard time. Or you gonna come at me with aggression like I don't have no rights. I am nothing. And you know what? You can just sweep me off your shoes anytime you want to. That's not me. I'm a person. I have rights. And if you don't think so, I got the right to fight for my rights too. And if you take off the shirt and badge, I'll accommodate any of them.
Because your buddy had to go to the hospital.
Yes. They hurt him. They hurt him. It was 8 of them.
Is he an expat? Veteran?
Veteran of the street, man.
Yeah.
That I know.
Yeah.
He's an older cat. He's not a youngster. He's not a real big threat. But if you challenge him man on man, yeah, he'll fight back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what anybody out here. If you don't fight, they're going to run you over like you won't care.
Because his girlfriend was saying that he's a veteran.
If he's a veteran, then VA needs to be looking into this too and see what they can do to help him.
Yeah.
Because you know what? He's their first priority. He wants to serve his country. That'd be the thing.
Yeah, because I saw the skinny white cop. He seemed like the one that was starting the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Then the senior who came and spoke to me.
The heavyset guy.
And the black senior on the other end was the first one to get an attitude. And I had to immediately put him in his place. You might be a guard dog for them, for the dogs, but you get 8 of 2.
Yeah.
Look, don't get it mistaken. I'm little. If I want to hurt something, I will. But that's not who I am anymore. I try to help, man. I try to help. And it hurts, man. Sometimes you try to help people, they don't understand it. They think they're kindness, and they take it for weakness because they don't know. They've been messed over so much. Who do you trust? Who do you believe in any situation? I can tell you many things, but when I start showing you, you're like, wow. I didn't know people like you still existed.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of good people in this community, man. Have helped me. Times I never thought I was going to get any. I praise God for that. You know what? I had a homeless guy give me some change yesterday morning. I didn't have enough to get my coffee. He homeless out there panhandling to get something to eat. But he gave me his chance to get me some.
Wow.
So I can get motivated to go do what I had to go do. Because I had business to take care of. I had, places I had to go. And I got what I needed to get moving. And I respect that man for that. God bless his soul. And there are a lot of others just like me that will give me no matter how bad they go. I'm telling you. And those people are the ones that need to stand up right now and just come together, realize who they are. As a team, they can do much more than they can.
So he has court coming up.
Yes, yes, he does.
I can't believe he's still in jail, man.
Because they want him in jail.
Yeah.
He's what you would call a bulldog. One they want to put up on the show. He's a trouble. You know what I'm saying? This is what you would call an OG. You take him off the streets and you put him up here and you laugh at him.
Wow.
These are the people that are correcting the young that are wrong. Mind you, when they wrong and you let them know they're wrong and make them do what they got to do as a man, say, hey, promptly admit that you're wrong and stand up, do whatever you can to repair the damage, that's being a man.
Yeah.
That's what he and I teach. When the young come through here and they know me and him, they'll tell you, dude, those good guys.
Wow.
Straight up. One, he wants to be a boxer and show him a few things you never seen before.
Yeah.
But everybody can learn something from somewhere. Please don't give up on the people that are coming through and have been here all their lives and they need help. Don't give up on them. Fight for them.
Yeah.
Stand with them. Just so much money out here right now. All you gotta do is just show your hand, put your hand up, and have a title. They'll give you some money
Yeah.
to help the people that's with you.
Oh.
And right now, I can tell you that they did it in San Mark, and this is ministry doing it here too.
Yeah.
They got the homeless resource buses, and they got the homeless resources in San Marco, and they're real strong with it. They help all they can. But they need to help with the community.
Yeah.
So, there are a lot of them out there that are afraid to show that they got a good heart because you have to stand firm in today's world. What's that about? Think about it. Don't be afraid of what others think of you. Do right, regardless. That's what should be done. If you can help someone, help them.
Yeah.
Don't leave them out the
Okay. What's your name?
Amos.
Thank you, man. I'm gonna wait till they get here.
All right.
All right.
I'll be back.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, folks. You heard it. Yeah, we want a clean sound one here. That's what we want. If you can't be clean, we don't want you in here. No drama. Just keep it clean. JW is the moderator. How you say hello, Jody?
Push this across the street, chant it, throw it away, but we will stay on the level. You got it. Let me do it a couple times though. Okay. Like get me going across the board. Just start. We're gonna start chanting first, and then get into it, and then start pushing. Okay. You can get in there. Maybe everyone will scream. Yes. Whoa. Shut the glasses down. Throw it away, but we will stay. Throw it away, but we will stay. Only love will save the day. Can you say that again, brother? Throw it away, we will stay. It's all rusted. It's not gonna come out. Yes, it is, bro. Okay, wait.
Happy joy. Alright.
Reed, come on. Put it up under there.
I don't know where it is.
Hell, what I have to do all that shit for? Come on.
Yeah, we can probably
Like
pull
so.
it, man. We can pull up these sides.
There we go. Bro, I literally silent.
Because items.
You will always want to come in and do stuff in solo dolo Norway. Let's work together. Get your ass over here. I'm smoking with ya if you don't get over here. No weed, 4-wheel. Give it a chance. Throw it away, but we will stay. 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 See, this is why we need wardrobe. You got it.
You're the whole crew.
You're such a great
Wardrobe, cast, crew.
I don't want to be the whole crew. Fuck. If I wanted to be the whole crew, then I'd be doing that shit. If I wanted to work for a nasty Hollywood, I'd be doing that shit. I'm here with you motherfuckers, mother lovers, because I care about it. We're the Justice League. We're gonna bring peace. Okay. Confidence. Hold on.
We got the power within. We are the answer to
Hey. Colleen! Come get in this shot! Gustavo! JJ! Come get in the shot! Come on! It's for a professional documentary, bro! We're all in this together! Raven! When I worked with Janet Jackson photographer, I held a book.
I think he's just doing a documentary.
Shooting the same. Oh, it'll be perfect. We get it. He wants to obviously be in it. We need you. Thank you for staying. If they were riding around all day, bro, I would have been shot dead already.
That's Google security there. From Google.
Especially as more delicate souls.
I guess they have to move the stuff to the other side before the cleaning crew gets here. And once the cleaning crew is done, they're allowed to come back.
day. Only love will save the day. Throwing away the wicked day. Only love will save the day. Throwing away the wicked day.
Yeah, hi, Bob. This is Venice Beach. This is 3rd and Rose, right behind the Google headquarters. And we're waiting for the sanitation crew along with LAPD. It looks like one of the vehicles here coming now. No, that's not the part of the crew. I thought it was.
Only love will save the day. Oh! Jesus Christ, consciousness. Brother, put it on camera. We need good. We did, yeah. Okay. Oh, sis, perfect.
All right, no sign of any cops yet. No sign of the cleaning crew. So they post these signs here. This is the sign they put up. And this is Google right here, Google headquarters. Okay, so we're gonna wait. I'm gonna cut this stream. I'm gonna wait another hour. And when the cops get back, when they get here, I will definitely come back on. So I don't see the shed. I don't see the sanitation crew yet. All right, so I'll be back on within an hour. It should be showing up soon. I thought they will get here. You don't know what time they're coming, so I'll be back on. Hope you guys join. Thank you. Thanks, JW.